So they give you the Carlisle United team as we go along. It's Jimmy Glass in goal. Carlisle United are playing 4-4-2 as Scott Dobie sells a lovely dummy down the left-hand side. Now Scott Dobie, what can he do? Good tackling back by Ashton, and the chance was lost. But that was a lovely dummy by Scott Dobie, and that's enough to get the crowd behind you. But it's Plymouth Argyle through Steve McCall in midfield. Steve McCall, left foot, sprays it out very elegantly to the left full-back position as Carlisle United now try and win the ball back in midfield. It's Graham Anthony. Graham Anthony down the line. It's going to be into the penalty area. Goalkeeper James Dungay comes out, collects the ball and rolls it out to his fullback Best Weatherick. Ian Stevens is coming for it, collects it on his chest, gets a ricochet off Steve McCall. McCall checks, comes inside Stevens. Now McCall going on a run. 38-year-old McCall. And Scarborough 0, Peterborough United 1. That's a goal. Scarborough 0.
It's going around the ground. You can see the news is getting through. The news is getting through. That will give Carlisle United a lift.
It's gone. Scarborough 0, Peterborough United 1. And Scott is the scorer for Peterborough. Now we need a goal. Just listen to the crowd. They've heard the news. They are tuned in.
One or two Radio Cumbria listeners.
Let's hope that if you're listening to Radio Cumbria, cheer as the ball is crossed and the cheer goes up. Carlisle United win a throw-in. Ian Stevens there is back. Hopper lays it down the right side. It's a hopeful ball, but it's picked up by Anthony. First touch, not good enough. Given away to Barlow. Barlow tries to spread it round the right side, but Damon Searle has got the ricochet from his through ball, and the ball has gone out of play on that far side for a throw-in to Carlisle United. It's going to be taken by Damon Searle. Now, if there's ever Aston Villa 0, Charlton Athletic 1. Jones scoring there for Charlton. Well, it would be something if they could get out of trouble, but all the concentration is here as Carlisle United have got a throw-in, or have they got a free kick on that far side? There's a great big gantry and a big, looks like a great big light bulb in front of me. It is a free kick. It's going to be taken by Graham Anthony, I think. Graham will swing it in with his right foot, and the scenario is David Brightwell will head it in. Aston Villa 1, Charlton 1 as the free kick comes in. Up goal! Richard Tracy's hit the bar! Oh, that was a great free kick. They say the quality of the ball, but in actual fact, it got a deflection. Richard Tracy's header got a deflection off a defender onto the bar, over behind, into the Warwick, and that is now a corner kick to Carlisle United. It's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be taken by Anthony. Up go the heads again. Two Peterborough players go up for it, getting each other's way. Plymouth Argyle players getting each other's way, but now it's Rob Bowman, right-hand touchline. Hopper tries to cross the ball, but it's going to be picked up and it's a foul. It's a free kick to Carlisle United, 20 yards out, central. Scott Dobie was downed. Now, I wonder if Graham Anthony's going to try a curler. I wonder if Damon Searle is going to try a left-footer.
My money's on Damon Searle.
My money's on Graham Anthony.
Okay,
right
let's see what happens.
Right foot. I'll take
Richard Prodcast is also floating around there, but I don't think he will.
No, I think somehow Richard's a decoy. Richard's moved away. Now, I think you could be right, actually. Damon Searle is certainly setting himself. All the Plymouth Argyle players are in their own penalty area. They haven't got anybody up at all. Yes, is it going to be Damon Searle? No, it is Graham Anthony. Chips the ball over the bar. He's annoyed with himself.
Yeah, should have left it. Should have left it to Damon Searle for my money.
And I think it might be an idea that whilst we're waiting for the goal kick to be taken, we did say that Peterborough had taken an early lead. I think it was around about the 8th minute, and this is how the goal went in.
Carl will now take this corner with his left foot. Drills the ball in. The ball is loose. Here's a chance. There's a shot on the turn and it's in. Richard Scott has scored the first goal for Peterborough. He shot on the turn when the ball wasn't cleared. And there is bad news for Scarborough as he shot, from about 8 to 9 yards out. And it gives us a scoreline of Scarborough 0, Peterborough United 1.
Well, certainly, Graham, I think it is fair to say that Plymouth Argyle have taken the sting out of the Carlisle crowd, haven't they?
They have indeed. As I say, they've come to make a game for it. They're playing for professional pride, nothing else, but they're going to give it their best shot, and that's their third corner kick of the game.
So if Carlisle United do win this, they've got to do it on merit. It's an in-swinging corner kick on that far side. It's going to be taken by Gibbs. Gibbs chips it in. Oh, it's a good one, and it's just headed past the post. Oh, it's another corner kick. Carlisle United defenders don't believe it. They think it came off of Mickey Heathcote, the tall Argyle captain, and massive figure he is. It is another corner kick, and this time it's going to be taken on this right side, and again it's going to be a right-footed in-swinging by Martin Barlow. The quality of corner kicks has been quite good, and this is another one. It's good. Up goes the heads, and it's headed back to Barlow. Barlow goes inside the penalty area, tries a shot. Jimmy Glass saves. Another corner kick to Plymouth Argyle. Oh, that was a good shot. That was destined to the top corner, and that was Jimmy Glass saving Carlisle United there. Palmed the ball away for Argyle's fifth corner. Again, it's on this left-hand side, but it's a right-footed in-swinger, and I must say I've been very impressed with the quality of the crosses.
Good player, Barlow. He's very popular with the Plymouth fans, I believe.
Yeah, he was out on Wednesday night apparently with a minor injury, but certainly he's back today as Barlow takes the corner kick. This time it's hooked, emphatically volleyed away by Tony Hopper. And it goes out again, once again, on this side to Barlow. Barlow tackled by Hopper. Hopper crowded down by two central defenders, but Carlisle United could break through Richard Tracy. Oh, and Richard Tracy had Graham Anthony running square, but he tried to go through on his own, lack of control, and Richard Tracy there gives the ball away, and Argyle tacked down the right flank.
Plymouth are having all the play at the moment. Carlisle just need a little lift from somewhere.
Yeah, it's 25 minutes gone here at Brunton Park. It's Carlisle United 0, Plymouth Argyle 0, but at the McCain Stadium, Scarborough 0, Plymouth 1 as Brightwell clears the ball. Now he's got to urge his defenders up. They are defending a little deep as good play there by Scott Dobie. Leaves Steve McCall standing, but Scott loses control, but he's battling back again, and the ball is picked up by Richard Procash. Graham Anthony looking up, steadying his pass. Oh, that's a lovely turn by Ian Stevens, but his second touch let him down. The ball is cleared out of play, and once again throw into Carlisle United. Fitson starts the volume of the crowd as Tony Hopper
starts the play.
Yes, indeed. Tony Hopper clips this ball in. It's a chance for Ian Stevens. It's a goal! Oh, it's a goal. No, the referee's disallowed it. The referee has disallowed the goal. Oh, I do not believe it.
It was Scott Dobie's header, actually.
Scott Dobie's header. I thought it was Scott Dobie's header. Now, what on earth did Scott Dobie do? He was leaning on his defender. The referee says he's leaning on his defender.
Well, that looked a good goal to me.
Dear me.
I mean, he took it well. He took it superbly.
Well, I'd love to see that in replay because the ball bounced right in front of the keeper. The keeper got a hand to it, James Dungay, but he pushed it into the roof of his own net. But the referee adjudged that Scott Dobie fouled his defender as he went up for the header. Oh, dear me, let's hope that's not a sign of things to come. That could spur Carlisle United. Anthony looking for an outlet, forced back into his own half. Right-footed, down the inside right channel. Headed clear once again by Paul Gibbs. Paul Gibbs now in midfield to McCall. McCall gets it right side, and it's picked up by Barlow, still in his own half. Just clips the ball down the inside right channel. This could go out for a goal kick. Indeed it does.
Well, the disappointment looked a good goal to me, but the referee thought otherwise. The good thing from Carlisle United's point of view is it was good build-up that produced that, and superb execution from Scott Dobie, albeit a little bit illegally.
It was illegal. Disallowed goal. Disappointment.
If it stays 0-0, Carlisle are going to have to gamble, aren't they?
Well, they are going to have to throw forward, aren't they? Which obviously can be work against them if they commit men forward. But patience the order of the day. Brian Clough once said it only takes a few seconds to score a goal. So, a second, right? It depends how far out.
I suppose so. If Jimmy Glass connects with one of these, we've heard about his long kick, and he's on the ball now. If he can launch a long one, who can say?
Well, he nearly scored one at Hartlepool on Saturday, but it wasn't to be.
We don't care where the goals come from as long as they go in.
Now, we've got on the edge of the box Rod Bowman. On the edge of the box is Mark Brightwell. Again, it's good delivery. Brightwell this time headed down off the line by Besweatherick. Well, Brightwell can't believe it. This time they did everything right, and this time it was Besweatherick doing what he should do as a defender, covering that near post, doing his job well. But Carlisle United now, you do get the impression that they have upped a gear. and it's Richard Procas gives away a foul, leaning into Bestweatherick, and it's now a free kick to Plymouth Argyle.
I think Nigel Pearson's issued instructions to that effect to push forward, lads. But John Bestweatherick, he's the lad on the line. That's his job to do that.
Yep.
That's why he's there, kept it out.
Now it's Scott Dobie on the end of this. Ian Stevens heads it down only as far as McCall. McCall is challenged by Graham Anthony in the back. He can't have any complaints. McCall takes the free kick quickly. Picked up by Hopper on the touchline. Hopper hooks it forward, but he's hooked it into touch. Calm down. Nigel Pearson is telling him, calm down. At anxious moments, anxious afternoon. Just remind you from the McCain Stadium, it's Scarborough 1, Peterborough 1. But here at Brunton Park, as Richard Tracy wins the ball, but it's given away, and that's the half-time whistle. So far, Carlisle United, they are getting applause for their effort from the crowd, and the story of the half, first of all, was a disallowed goal by Scott Dobie, and that is going to be a talking point. Across from the right side by Tony Hopper, upsoared Scott Dobie. He used the defender as leverage, said the referee, and he disallowed the goal as his header was planted firmly into the net. Then we had a clear-cut header. Once again, it was Scott Dobie from across, but Dobie headed over the bar from 8 yards. And then we had another header from a corner by David Brightwell, did everything right, but John Bestweatherick there was covering on the line to clear. So it's no goals here at Brunton Park, and an exciting first half through tension, but Graham.
Yeah, a tense 50-minute half, as you say. The talking point was Scott Dobie's header that was disallowed, which looked, first glance from me, I would say, lad, of course, that it looked a good goal to me, but it didn't count. And then shortly after that, Dobie connected with Graham Anthony corner kick, and just to put that over the bar, which was a good opportunity. So Carlisle have certainly had the opportunities. They are creating chances. Let's just hope that they can put one of them away in the second half. But sadness here, I mean, aside from the importance of the game, is to see Paul Gibbs, the Plymouth Argyle man, go off on a stretcher, which is why we played that 50-minute half, 4 minutes of stoppage time for what looked a very, very nasty leg injury.
Yes, indeed. He had his legs strapped, and anyway, we wish Paul Gibbs all the best. Let's hope it's not as serious as what
Derek, the way it stands, Carlisle are going out of the league. 45 minutes left to do something about it.
We've got 45 minutes left of our season. 1-1 it is at the McCain Stadium between Scarborough and Peterborough, but here at Brunton Park, it's Carlisle United 0, Plymouth Argyle 0.
Also this afternoon, we're keeping an eye on Scarborough against Peterborough. 1-1 at half-time. Ivan Ash is our reporter down there. We hope to be hearing from Ivan fairly soon, but let's hear how the two goals went in down there at the McCain Stadium. Firstly, for Peterborough.
Farrell will now take this corner with his left foot. Drills the ball in. The ball is loose. Here's a chance. There's a shot on the turn, and it's in. Richard Scott has scored the first goal for Peterborough. He shot on the turn when the ball wasn't cleared, and there is bad news for Scarborough, as he shot from about 8 to 9 yards out, and it gives us a scoreline of Scarborough 0, Peterborough United 1.
Scarborough pulled back though and equalised.
And the rebound inches above Grazioli's head. That could have been all up. But here's Roberts in, and he scored for Scarborough. The ball came from nowhere. It was a quick free kick, and Darren Roberts fed on to the end of it. 42 minutes gone in the first half.
And we'll keep you up to date with that game as we go throughout the afternoon. Stay with us. It's BBC Radio Cumbria, and we're just heading back from Brunton Park, but we'll go back there now, this time for second half commentary with Derek Lacey and Graham Moss.
Well, Carlisle United have kicked off in this second half, and it's a long ball from Graham Anthony out to this left-hand side, but the ball's gone out of play, and it's a throw-in now to Plymouth Argyle. No goals here. Carlisle United, no changes so far. At least no, there isn't a change, and David Brightwell defends a header well, hooked forward again up to Richard Tracy. Tracy manages to get away from his defender, and he's hauled down. He's not happily, and we've just heard that Roberts has just missed an open goal for Scarborough. Oh, well done, Roberts. Darren Roberts.
We'd already put one over the bar. We didn't hear which bar.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Well, it's a free kick to Carlisle United. It's going to be taken by Graham Anthony. Now, it's a right footer. Can somebody get on the end of this? Delivery's good. David Brightwell heads it. A half chance there for Ian Stevens. The ball bounced off Ian Stevens, but it got a deflection, and it's a corner kick to Carlisle United. Again, a good delivery. Well, the sun was shining on Brunton Park. The cloud's gone in, but let's hope the sun shines on Carlisle United from this corner kick. Graham Anthony An in-swinging corner kick from the left side. It's chipped to the penalty area. David Brightwell makes a run, but it's headed away by the Plymouth Argyle defence, and that's a good defending tackle there by the centre forward Glenn Crowe. But Carlisle in possession. It's a chance now. Ian Stevens left hand side, but it's cleared by Plymouth Argyle again. Hooked into touch, throwing Carlisle United. Richard Procas will
Good
take
start
the
to
throw.
the second half though. Carlisle are going to have to push forward the longer this game goes on, and they're going to take chances at the back by definition.
Well, I mean, 3 at the back, 1 going forward. Maybe David Bright will go into a centre forward position, maybe, but certainly not yet. We've got
as the game goes on.
3 minutes. So we've got 42 minutes left. 42 minutes of the season, and I wonder where that will put us for next season. Throws taken, picked up by Carlisle United. Rob Bowman, not a good ball. Steve McCall, right-footed, out to this right-hand touchline, and again going on a run down this right side is Lee Phillips. He's being faced and policed by Damon Searle. He cuts inside, he's got the chance of a shot, shoots, oh, he scored. Oh, Plymouth Argyle have scored through Lee Phillips. Oh,
well, Phillips had given warning about 2 minutes before that he was capable of doing that. The Carlisle United defence stood off him. Phillips with the low shot just beat Jimmy Glass. Just what Carlisle United did not need, Derek.
Yeah, indeed. Well, Lee Phillips is delighted. He posted notice of his intentions just a minute ago as he chased that ball, ran 60 yards down the right. He did it again just a few seconds ago. And this time a left foot shot from the edge of the penalty area beat Jimmy Glass. It's all uphill now for Carlisle United. Carlisle United 0, Plymouth Argyle 1.
2 goals
so
needed.
Carlisle United have got to score 2 goals.
I mean, I talked about Carlisle United pushing forward, taking chances at the back, but we both agreed that wouldn't happen quite so early in the second half. Well, it did. The cheers, we gather, are going around at the McCain Stadium, and I'm not too surprised about that.
I'm not too surprised, because that means that certainly Carlisle United have got to score twice. Ian Stevens lays it inside left position to Richard Tracy. Tracy's beaten to it, throwing to Carlisle United. All uphill, all a battle. But Carlisle United have got to get back into this game and get back into this game very, very quickly. Throw-in's been taken. Richard Tracy, left-hand touchline. Oh, he's turned, got some space for a cross. Flicked on by McCall, the ball bobbing on the edge of the ball and inside the penalty area, but racing to the ball is Ian Stevens. He goes down. There's no way he's going to get a penalty, and it's Steve Guinan in the left full-back position, but the ball is out of play, and that's a throw-in now to Plymouth Argyle. Forward as Mo, the Plymouth Argyle centre forward that's caught offside.
I must admit, before this game, I did think Carlisle United would fulfil their side of the equation, i.e. win. My doubts for what would happen at the McCain Stadium.
Well, it's Carlisle United attacking, and it's a good run by Graham Anthony. Made a lot of ground to get to this position, which is just outside the penalty area left side. He's looking for a bit of support. Sells a dummy, crosses in, McCall heads away. Only goes as far as Brightwell. Oh, David Brightwell has equalised. What a shot from the captain. Oh, my goodness, what a shot that was. And that immediately brings a stupid pitch invasion on that far side. There's about 30 supporters on that far side that have run onto the park, and that is absolutely ridiculous. But David Brightwell has put them back in it with a stunning shot.
There's the lifeline, the captain leading by example. 16 minutes of the second half play, 25-yarder, hardly got above a yard off the ground, did it, and went into that bottom corner. What a piece.
What a peach of a goal.
That's his 4th goal of the season.
Well done, David. Well, the captain's setting an example. I wonder if the rest of the team can follow. And that was out of the blue. McCall now for Plymouth. This has got excitement written all over it as Bagshaw tries to make a run. Plymouth now, I wonder if they're going to panic. Well kept in by Damon Searle. It's now back to Whitehead. Oh, Whitehead tries to keep it a little bit too close as Plymouth Argyle pick the ball up on the halfway line through Glenn Crowe. Crowe gets it on the far side to Guinan. Guinan knocks a good ball in. Whitehead gets a long foot in, but gathering it in midfield is Steve McCall. McCall again picks it up, and this time Carlisle United get the ball down the left-hand side. Bagshaw goes on a run, but it's going to be the centre half Heathcote that clears his lines into touch, throwing Carlisle United.
I mean, haven't really strung their passes together, Carlisle United. Plenty of fire, plenty of passion, not a great deal of skill, and never really looked like unlocking this Plymouth Argyle defence, with the exception of the 25-yarder from Brightwell.
The final score has been given out over there. We got 4 minutes.
Oh, what a big 4 minutes.
What a big 4 minutes this is. Well, certainly.
Listen to that crowd. This is what we need.
They know now what must happen in the next 4 minutes. The man on the tannoy is getting very, very excited. He's given out the latest score. The crowd have gone wild. All we need is a goal. Well, we're told that the McCain Stadium are joining us for commentary. Well, no disrespect to the McCain Stadium, I'm probably going to get stones thrown at me, but Carlisle United, 4 minutes to secure their future in the Football League, or for Scarborough to secure their future. Heathcote heads it away, picked up by Graham Anthony, lifts it forward to the edge of the box, flicked on. There's hesitancy in the Plymouth defence, and it's hooked away for a corner kick. That raises the crowd. Everybody up, does Nigel Pearson wants.
Minute and a half of stoppage time by my watch still to go.
We need a goal. The ball with Clark from the throw-in. Villa 3, Charlton Athletic 4. Charlton Athletic, by the way, down to 10 men. But who cares? It's Carlisle United who've got a throw-in. Peter Clark, 6 yards from the byline. Gives it to Graham Anthony. Now, Graham get his cross in. Clips the ball into Rob Bowman, who heads it forward to Bagshaw. The ball in the penalty. Adobe, shoot! Oh, I thought it was in. Oh, it's hit the side netting and got behind.
Super strike from Dobie, but hit the side netting. And half of the crowd, Derek Lacey included, thought that was in the back of the net.
From the position I was standing and watching, it looked as that ball had flown into the net. But what happened was it hit the hoardings at the back, and then it bulged the back of the net. Oh, close. I hope that the man in the McCain Stadium, and Graham Anthony's been left with an elbow on the back of his head. He's lying prostrate in the centre circle, ball now out of play, and Graham Anthony is receiving attention. Now, what's going to happen from this throw-in is that Carlisle United must be sporting and give the ball back to Plymouth. So, deep. I make it 60 seconds.
Yep, I would say a minute left, if that's
get a goal.
We were given 4 minutes of stoppage time. We've played 3.
The ball throw-in has been taken. Jimmy Glass
knocks it long. What else to do?
Up goes the heads. It's the head of Heathcote again, but Bowman's there for Carlisle United. It comes now to Bagshaw back to Anthony, delivers a ball in to Stevens. Right hand side of the penalty area. The ball now is out for a corner kick now to Carlisle United. Will they have time to take it? Referee looks at his watch, and up goes Jimmy Glass. Carlisle United.
Go on,
Jimmy Glass. Everybody, there is not one player in the Carlisle United half. The corner kick comes in. Oh, the goalkeeper's pass. Jimmy Glass has scored. Jimmy Glass, the goalkeeper, has scored a goal for Carlisle United. Oh no, we don't want it. There's a pitch invasion. There is a pitch invasion. The referee has been swamped by the...
Well, we don't need this.
We don't need it. They're bouncing on the crossbar. Oh, they don't need it. Get off the pitch, for goodness sake. Get off the pitch. I do not believe the stupidity. Absolute stupidity.
Well, just when Carlisle United do what they had to do, Jimmy Glass of all people, the goalkeeper, going forward for that corner kick.
We're also on BBC Radio York, and and I say if we get this game restarted, all we can see on the pitch at the moment are Carlisle United supporters.
The players do their bit, the supporters run out.
Utter stupidity.
Sorry lads, we don't need this.
What happened?
I mean, in a way, understandable, in a way, but...
Oh, no, don't, not at all, Graham, I'm sorry, not at all, no excuse whatsoever. But what has happened is that Jimmy Glass, the Carlisle United goalkeeper, came up for the corner kick. It was an excellent corner. The header was by David Brightwell. It was parried by goalkeeper James Dungay. And there, would you believe, was Jimmy Glass to hammer that ball into the back of the net. The referee now is in the centre circle talking to 2 policemen. Carlisle United have gone 2-1 up he daren't abandon the game. There will be absolute pandemonium if he does.
Well, he can't restart. There are still people on the pitch, and there's no way he can restart it till everybody's off.
Well, they are still on the pitch at the moment.
There are still fans on the pitch.
The last emblems, and some stupid young people are doing. Stupid kids are doing.
Some kids of 6 and 7 year old. I don't know what their mums and dads would have to say about that.
Somersaults in the Carlisle United penalty area. Well, Carlisle now, the pitch is now clear.
If that was my lad on that pitch.
If that were my lad.
But he was only 10 months, so he wouldn't be.
Well, Plymouth Argyle are about to kick off. We have had, and that's the end of the game. Carlisle United have won by 2 goals to 1. Oh, don't believe it. Oh, the most dramatic of circumstances. Oh, so. I must say, sympathy to Scarborough. To go out in these circumstances is absolutely disastrous. But what has happened is that Plymouth Argyle went a goal up. An equaliser by David Brightwell from 25 yards. Oh, I can hardly speak, Graham. You tell them what's happened.
What's happened is that Carlisle United, in the most dramatic circumstances possible, have stayed in the Nationwide League. You couldn't have written a script like this. You could not have written a script. Carlisle United, well, it was 0-0 at half-time. I think it was 0-0 at half-time, Derek. Plymouth went 1-0 up early in the second half. Carlisle United equalised through their captain, David Brightwell, of all people. A 25-yarder of all things. A shot that hardly lifted above a yard off the ground. It looked to be drifted away. Carlisle didn't really seem to have that much idea until stoppage time. We must have played 3.5 minutes of stoppage time. Carlisle had a corner kick. Up went Jimmy Glass, the goalkeeper. All sort of mixed up in there, but somehow Jimmy Glass got it in the back of the net. Carlisle United win by 2 goals to 1. The pitch invasion that followed that goal, well, what can you say about that?
Fantastic scenes here at Carlisle United. Nearly everybody has stayed behind, obviously. There's great cheers. They want to see the players. And, well, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Jimmy Glass was signed as replacement goalkeeper, and he was here for 3 games, and then his last kick of his 3rd game, he actually scored the goal that kept Carlisle United in the Football League. About 15 seconds to go. Absolutely,
if that.
The last kick of the game. Well,
we could have done without the silly pitch invasion that followed that, but we only played about 10 seconds after the restart, and somehow Carlisle United have done it. People were asking me, I said all the way through, I'm not going to say I got it right, but I said all the way through, I thought Carlisle would do it, but I didn't know how, I didn't know why, I just had a belief that they could. I didn't believe it would happen like that. Well, I mean, if you wrote there is confusion here because the Carlisle crowd, some of them are unsure of the Scarborough result. But it is, we can tell them, if anybody's got earphones in, it's Scarborough 1, Peterborough United 1. Oh, I just don't know what else to say, Graham. Absolutely tremendous of you. It is amazing that it came over. So, I mean, if you went to Hollywood with your script idea, I've said, I've got this proposal. This is the way the season's going to work. It's going to come down to almost the final kick, literally the final kick.
Games.
They'd laugh you out of court, wouldn't they? They said, no way will that ever happen.
Games, 11 months, and it comes down to the 94th minute. And it was the last kick of the game.
Now, despite the fact that Carlisle have stayed in the league, there is still discontent and there are still chances against
I'm not talking about
Michael Knight.
now.
Those chances are still going on.
The repercussions and the recriminations can come after today, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, Carlisle United, to say they've got out of jail is an understatement. They have pulled off an absolutely fantastic victory with the last kick of the game. I was looking round the stand and there's none more pleased that Carlisle United stayed up than a lot of people's favourites, George McVitie. George, what can you say? Have you ever experienced such emotion as that and dramatic finish?
Derek, the listeners better turn the radio up because my voice is shattered, mate. I'm more ecstatic now than I was at Wembley, to be honest. Yeah, I'm afraid it's like a fairy tale come true, really, and the finish is...
We were saying, George, when you think of 46 games, you think of 11 months of the season, and it comes back to the last kick of the season. And have you ever seen a goalkeeper do that before?
Absolutely not. I'm shouting, go on, big man. When you left halfway line, go on, big man. And for it to happen it's, as I say, it's a dream come true.
Jimmy, what can you say? Are you awake? Was that a dream? Have you pinched yourself?
To be honest, I'm I've got a nosebleed under a pile of people, so I had to be awake because I had about 1,000 people on top of me. I don't know, it's this football. It's this game. I've had a bad season at Swindon. I've come here just to play some games and hopefully help Carlisle. And you just, you do your best, and that's what you can do.
Well, I think that's an understatement, Jimmy. I mean, you've come here for 3 games. We all knew that. But your final contribution was to keep Carlisle United in the Football League. And I know there's been legends, the stories written about legends of people that have played for Carlisle for years, but I'm sure your name will be remembered forever in the annals of Carlisle United.
I just come here to do a job. I just come here to keep them up. That's why I come here, I didn't kick the ball out enough. If I'd have done that, we might have been alright. Saying that, we'd have probably drawn. But, the gaffer waved me up. I wanted to go up, and I didn't know what the time was. I knew that Scarborough, I think, were 1-0. So you just do, don't you? You're screaming at the back. What's the point of screaming at the back? You might as well go run in, try it yourself. So ball dropped to me. Just put it in the net.
I think David Brightwell asked the referee how long to go, and he said, "This is your last chance."
Didn't tell me that. If you told me that, I wouldn't have run back to the goal. I'd have run back through people. Then I'd have run back to the dugout. Good luck to him. Good luck to Carlisle. I don't know. I doubt I'll be here next year.
I was just going to say, it definitely was 3 games, wasn't it? I mean, if things can be worked out, would you consider it?
Well, I want to play football. Swindon, to be honest, I think they want to play me. It's just been a bad year. I played, got injured, got injured, But you never know about football. I want to play football. At the end of the day, that's all you do. That's what I get paid to do. That's what I want to do.